What's going on YouTube? Hayden back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we will be looking at Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, as well as Dash to Bitcoin. As always, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications. We're doing a giveaway at 5,000 subscribers. Otherwise, let's jump into today's video. So we're going to be talking about a few things, two in particular, and then doing some technical analysis. So the first thing we're going to be talking about is Charlie Lee's Litecoin scam, possibly manipulation. Definitely a turn for something that I don't normally talk about. I'm usually pro and positive Litecoin, but you know, I saw this article and it was quite interesting, and it's definitely not something I wanted to keep to myself, and I wanted to show you guys, and I wanted to hear your opinions on that. So definitely let me know in the comments below when we get into that. Otherwise, we're going to be looking at the massive breakout Dash is having, which is pretty interesting in my opinion. So we'll look at that, and then we'll do some technical analysis. But to start the video off, let's look at the current coin market cap. So we're seeing a market cap of around 200 and let's just round up and say $220 billion, which is a little bit more than yesterday, probably like $4 or $5 billion more. Otherwise, a 24-hour volume at 11.3 billion and a Bitcoin dominance of 53.1. So very interesting that we're seeing a Bitcoin dominance that's very, very, very high. And what that's telling me is we're seeing a lot of altcoins lose their value, which is interesting in my opinion. So Bitcoin, as this bearish market is hopefully coming to an end, is gaining some strength, and we're seeing the alts lose a lot of their value. Now, I'm just going to scroll down, and we're going to look at the top 10 coins like we usually do. And you guys can see off the bat, the top 10 coins are looking very nice. A lot of green I'm seeing. And there's actually a few coins that are up double digits, which is also beautiful to see as well. So looking at the top 10, we have Bitcoin up 0.6% at $6,700. We see Ethereum at 278. I know we have been in the thousands before, but not right now. Litecoin at $58, up 1.6%. And then IOTA has taken a pretty big jump, up double digits. We see Litecoin's current volume is only 200,000. Sorry, yeah, 200 million. And then, which is actually pretty low in my opinion for Litecoin. It's definitely been high. We've seen $1 billion move before in volume in terms of Litecoin, but otherwise a lot of the other volumes seem to be quite low. Stellar volume is very low. EOS is actually not too bad at 500 million in volume, which is what's been trading on the exchanges today. But just to jump into this article, definitely want to talk to you guys about it. So this is on bitcoinist.com. I guess take this article with a grain of salt, but definitely let me know your opinions on this. Charlie Lee's Litecoin Ponzi scheme called out by Silverbug YouTuber. So definitely an interesting change. A lot of people usually are pro Charlie Lee, but it seems like we're going to talk about this in the negative right now. So popular Silverbug and Golden State Mint head Truth Never Told recently took his YouTube channel to once again call out the cryptocurrency market as little more than a Ponzi scheme. Specifically, he claims that Litecoin and its founder Charlie Lee are prime examples of duping unsuspecting investors. Pretty much what we've talked about in the past on this channel. I'm just going to scroll down. He says he sold out everything at the top. Good on Charlie Lee, great job. But you just proved the fact that, as I've been saying since 2011, early adopters take something that has no intrinsic value. They set the building and perceived value to an unsuspecting public, only to sell the illusion for something that has real value. So what he's saying is basically he knew we were going up, or he pumped the market up to $400 and then sold off at the top, claiming that he just wanted to get out of the market, you know, and show his true faith to Litecoin. And then immediately after, the coin plummets and people are duped because they bought at the top at 400 and didn't sell. They thought it was going to go higher. So looking at his other quote, it says, Litecoin has been very good for me financially, so I'm well off enough that I no longer need to tie my financial success to Litecoin success. For the first time in 6+ years, I no longer own a single Litecoin that's not stored in physical Litecoin. So definitely interesting. He's got a few other quotes here. I didn't actually have that many Litecoins. My selling Litecoins didn't actually affect the market itself, but the fact that I had Litecoins and people were thinking that I might dump it on the market actually was an issue. So this guy who owned it was out. He says, lastly, to sum up the article, I still think that it is the right move, but I question whether I think in the long run it was the right move. But in the short term, while the price is down below all-time high, it just feels like it's not in the right decision. But I think like moving forward 5 years down the road when the price is back to all-time high, I feel like it will be the right move. So That's also interesting to think about. I believe this is actually what Charlie Lee said. This is a quote from Charlie Lee. So he's saying that yes, he did sell at the top. Yes, it did fall. But he's also saying that in a couple of years, the price is going to go back to all-time highs, which is something to take note of. So he also, just I guess to wrap things up, what do you think about Charlie Lee selling his entire stake of Litecoin at the top? Let me know in the comments below. Do you think Litecoin and other cryptos are Ponzi schemes, or is truth never told, simply overreacting to a market bubble? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Otherwise, let's look at Dash. So I pulled up Dash on the daily, and you guys can see there's a lot of movement right now. It's actually pretty wild. So there's a few things, and I'm actually very impressed with Dash. It's a lot of these coins now are starting to break out and move, or try to move back up to its high-low middle moving average. So we drew a very, very, very big downtrend, this yellow downtrend that has been on the market since December 20th, and it is currently August, I believe, 27th. So about 8 months, almost 9 months now that this downtrend has been on the market. Now, we did not break it, but we did make a pretty big leap. So you guys can see where that resistance obviously is being held. And you can also see we seem to have found a very, 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 very strong support level, which is definitely good in my opinion. So we did find a bottom. I'm going to draw that right here. And you can see we have drawn this out because we have looked at Dash in the past. A downtrend, a small downtrend, and then we broke up. We went back to retest the top of the yellow downtrend. So a breakout of the sort is definitely nice to see in Dash. Obviously, it has plenty of more potential to move up, being at only 52 on the market, so on the relative strength index, but a very nice jump in my opinion on Dash. Let's just zoom into the 4 hour, get a better look at what exactly is happening. So you can see the consolidation right here on this descending triangle. We broke bullish, shot all the way up, and are now facing some sort of resistance at the top here. But otherwise, it's a very nice jump. Hopefully you guys have profited off that. Let me know if you did. But moving on to Litecoin. So Litecoin is coming so close, guys. You guys can see, I'm just going to zoom out. We're looking at Litecoin on the daily, and you guys can see how big this downtrend is, and we really can't stay above it. You can see we've done it in the past, but we've retraced back down. Same thing here. We actually stayed above that for a little bit and then fell. And then in the past, like recent times, we have been just trading above for quite some time. You can see we have not yet to have fallen lower, but we just did. We did fall lower. We consolidated quite some time, $55 being a huge support that I've been saying with Litecoin, also a major rock bottom support at 50. But we're definitely heading to a very, very, very close call. It's definitely something I'd like to hear what your opinion is. Do you think we're going to break bullish and finally get out of this 9-month downtrend? Or do you think we're going to fall lower, hit 50 and eventually 30 like some people are saying, which is very low in my opinion. But we're definitely coming close. It's definitely an interesting time period in my opinion. There's a good chance if coins are going to react the same as these altcoins that we could potentially break out and move up to its high-low middle moving average at like 85 and break a pretty crucial support or a pretty crucial resistance in my opinion. Moving on to Bitcoin. So Bitcoin's back in another consolidation standpoint. You guys can actually see where it's facing some sort of resistance. You can see where this inverse head and shoulders has formed in the past. You can see the top right here. You can see this is the neckline right here where we cannot break in the past. And then we broke bullish from that, which made us go all the way up to like $8,500, which was very nice. And you guys can see we're currently facing that as some sort of resistance. We did break some sort of support in the past, and we are kind of trending upwards. We do look quite nice on the relative strength index, only at 52, so plenty of potential to move upwards. But we're facing some sort of resistance at 6,770, so we're going to see if we can get enough volume and push us above. But it looks to me like we're trying to go back up to its high-low middle moving average at around $7,000, maybe a little more, $7,200 in that region. So it's definitely something to check out. We're going to have to see if we can move up to there very soon. I do think we will. It's just going to be another day of consolidation. But things do look good in my opinion all around the board. I don't think we're going to break bearish. I don't think we're going to fall to 5,800 anytime soon. It seems like we're trying to correct itself. You know, the bear market could potentially be over. And lastly, to wrap up today's episode, we're looking at Ethereum right now, and you can see it's another day on the 4-hour of just straight consolidation. You guys can see the resistance level that I've drawn. There is a bottom support, which I can always add in for you guys if you were curious. I drew a bottom one right here. So you can see a small channel that we're hanging out in. Hopefully, we can break bullish from that very soon, because the longer we hang out in here, the more prone we are to breaking bearish and falling much lower. So 250 being its next support level, if not around 260, but we're definitely going to have to see. Consolidation is due, and I do think we could, if we do break 280, we're going to head right back up really quickly to its high-low MMA. I'd say around $300 seems to be the next mental barrier. So if we break bullish from that, we should retest high-low minimum moving average on the 4-hour, see a $300 Ethereum very soon. Looking at Ethereum on the daily, you guys can see how undervalued we are. Like, we need to move all the way up here to regain a more neutral support level. But being this low, I think it's only a matter of time before we move back up to around $400, $450 in the more long term. You can see the downtrend over here, and I think there's a chance that very soon we could at least pop up and retest its resistance level at around 316, at least break the $300 barrier. So basically, that's going to sum up the episode for today, guys. Again, let me know what you think about Litecoin and Charlie Lee. Is it a Ponzi scheme? Do you think he knew about the price falling? Definitely let me know in the comments. Subscribe if you're new. Turn on post notifications. And giveaway at 5K, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Peace.